a proper Italian motorcycle. Here comes Moto Guzzi. Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. Yes, on the back roads again with the heroic Harley. And I just thought, is there another motorcycle out there, another motorcycle brand that kind of gives you the same feeling as a Harley? Maybe Indian, perhaps. But no, I'm thinking Italian, and I'm thinking Moto Guzzi. Now, if you've watched my channel, you will know that I've had a slight fondness, let's say, for the Italian brand. I just love the way their engines sound, the look of them as well, and I've featured a few of their models on the channel as well, and I've reviewed a couple of their bikes in the past. They are just awesome to ride. They're not everybody's cup of tea, and it's one of these expressions in the UK, it's their Marmite bikes, I'm sure. You either like them or you don't, and I've just got to think they've got a great following all around the world. You know, those V7s, that cafe racer, love that bike. I mean, there's so many models to talk about. The V11, again, the V9 Bobber, and these are just the more modern bikes of recent times. Oh crikey, the Bagger, which they've never released here in the UK, that's just looks awesome, fantastic bike. I think they've released it in the US as well. Yeah, somebody I met last year, he rides one, the Audace. He raves about it, loves that bike, or he did. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I assume he's still got it. The V85 TT, which I test rode as well, adventure bike. It is a brilliant, capable bike. They're just great. Now, with a lot of things Italian, they can get a bit of a bad reputation for reliability, build quality, and all that kind of stuff. But in recent years, they've just got so much better. And with any motorcycle, there's always a community, and they're always finding fixes for things and forums that, you know, either highlight issues or for the finer fixes, or know where you can get parts or have parts made for older bikes, this is. But as a brand, they've been going for so long. They've got a couple of new bikes coming out as well, and I just like them because they're not the bike of choice for the fashionistas, let's say. Well, maybe they are, I don't know, but they're more the gentleman's kind of motorcycle, and I really like that. I really like a brand that is true to their identity. And I also like a brand that's got some real quirkiness about it. As I say, that engine layout is just awesome. The way it just sort of sticks out there. The lines of some of their bikes, the angles that they achieve as well. It's almost like they got to a certain point in the design, they thought, what the hell, you know, forget about the rest. You know, there's lots of that. There's lots of quirkiness about Moto Guzzis, certainly of the past, and even some of the present, and those coming out in the near future as well. But I forgive all the quirkiness, and I forgive some of the build quality of the past, and I forgive some of the reliability issues too, because if there was ever a bike that I wanted in my stable of bikes, if I ever had one, that is, I think it would be a Moto Guzzi. I've got to have owned one once in my life, and you know, I haven't owned one. But it's one of those bikes I think I really should have owned one, a Moto Guzzi, at least once. Even if it's for 5 minutes, I should have owned one. And probably it would have been a match made in hell. Or it could have been in heaven, who knows. But at least I would have owned a Moto Guzzi. And I think it's that one brand that gets the nod of approval from many different quarters. And if you're a Harley Davidson rider, I know many Harley riders, whether it's over here in Europe or across the pond in the US, yeah, they got a bit of a nod of approval for the Moto Guzzi, because they're similar, not histories, but there's similar lineage, let's say. There's a similar school of thought. There's, you know, they do Moto Guzzi, they do their Tourers, they do their, you know, cool bikes, cruising bikes. You know, they're never really into the sort of fast, hyper fast bikes like the Ducatis of this world. Yes, they produce fast bikes, but it's not about that. There's a lot of similarities, a lot of the same ethos with Harley as with Moto Guzzi, and I would kind of like them to an Italian Harley Davidson, as it were, and that's why I love Harley Davidson, but I love Moto Guzzi as well. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Your favourite Moto Guzzi, are they a bike that you could ride even with all its quirkiness? Let us know in the comments. And with that, I'm going to go ride this American Harley Davidson on the back roads here in the UK. But don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com. Ta-da!